Coming up on Dude, Don't Just Lick Stuff. Coming up on Dude, Don't Just Lick Stuff.
Don't put your paws up here. Keep your paws to yourself, dude.
Right. Speak.
Fucking freak.
Speak. Good boy.
Oh, good boy.
All right, now lay down and be quiet again. BMO is here.
BMO!
The message of this episode is anti-capitalist.
Yeah. Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. The businessmen are the problem.
Yeah.
Say it with me.
I don't know that part.
And that's the beauty of our system.
System.
Skin suit? What were you going to say?
Fall.
It's BMO time!
I've soiled my tunic.
Welcome back to Dude Don't Just Lick Stuff, the Adventure Time rewatch podcast with a flair for food. I'm Savy, and with me is everyone's favorite brother, Seth. Say hi, Seth.
Hi, Seth.
How's it going today? Don't.
I know what you're thinking I'm going to say, but I've listened to the episodes and I'm annoyed with it too. I'm good.
Good.
I haven't spoken to any humans today besides you and Jake.
Okay.
Talked to my cat a couple times today. Slow start. Got some work done, but again, pretty solitary. But other than that, pretty good. How are you?
So we're getting unsocialized, Seth, today.
Yeah, we're getting reserved, quiet. Maybe.
Well, no, this is when all the crazy's probably going to come out.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. Like you haven't been able to expend any social
I
energy.
see. So maybe. We'll see. I don't know what's coming. But how are you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you worked today. You
I
were
did.
Up at the wee hours of 5 a.m.
Yes.
Nice.
Super fun.
If you guys don't know, she's a long haul truck driver.
Yeah, the fact that we can actually record on the road is really nice.
I know that you can almost not hear anything. Who's steering, by the way?
Oh,
It's in cruise
Fergus.
control, right? Speaking of which, we do have Fergus in the studio today. Say hi, Fergus. All right.
Good job. Hi.
He's actually been a very quiet dog. Usually we don't let him in the room.
Fergus, do you want to speak?
Fergus.
Dude, come on. Don't embarrass me. Fergus, speak. Don't put your paws up here. Keep your paws to yourself, dude.
Right. Speak.
Fucking freak.
Speak. Good boy.
Oh, good boy.
All right, now lay down and be quiet again. That's my nephew.
Good dog. Go back to sleep.
So, yeah, we never have him in here. He's being very clingy right now.
He's really needy today.
Jake's not here right now. He'll be back soon, so maybe we'll take a pause when he gets back.
Let the dog out. But yeah, he's just hanging out with us because he's feeling pretty needy. So dog shenanigans aside, you ready to get into today's episode?
Yes, unfortunately, yes. But I know this is the stretch of episodes that I don't like. It's kind of coming to an end after this.
Yes, yeah.
We had a rough 3 stretches. In fact, I had to take weeks apart between recording.
Actually, yes, we're way behind on recording.
Well, I mean, not really. We could do this weekly, but
Yeah,
it's just easier to plan ahead. Yeah, we're still a couple weeks ahead, but
losing ground.
we're losing ground swiftly. No, I didn't actually take breaks to be away from these episodes.
We were just busy.
Yeah, I was in Arizona last weekend for our stepbrother's bachelor party.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, sir.
Stepbrother.
Don't know if I'm going to drop the name, but we were in Scottsdale. It was a lot of fun, and
I heard it was crazy.
I had a few drinks.
Yeah.
And I brought my new expensive camera with me. And I was just
Nice.
taking pictures with everybody and befriending literally everyone I saw. Turns out that Scottsdale is like the biggest like bachelor party. Like that's all they have there. I'm not saying
wow.
I'm not saying that's like the biggest in the world. I'm saying that city, that's all they do.
Yeah.
Is bachelor, bachelorette. I ran literally any group more than 4 to 6 people that were like around my age. You can almost guarantee they're on a bachelor party. Like it was crazy.
That's so funny.
But yeah, it was really fun. It was not too hot. I was worried about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in this like high 70s, low 80s. It was pretty nice.
Nice.
And the desert is beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
Especially this time of year before it gets too hot.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, I was in the Sonoran Desert, which stretches
Mm-hmm.
from Baja all the way up to Vegas.
Ooh.
It's a big old heckin' desert.
It's a big old desert.
And it turns out those like giant cacti you see, They're protected,
Yes.
and especially in Arizona. You can face like 10 years in prison if you just mess with it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Also, they get up to like 10,000 pounds,
That's crazy.
and they got like they can grow. I think it was like they live over 200 years or something like that. And I'm just spitting cactus facts right now, but because I was on a ATV tour, and when we stopped, they were telling us all about it. And when they don't have any arms until they're like 70.
Wow.
So like they're just like big old poles for a bit.
Yeah, just
It's,
I was gonna say a tube, but that's wrong.
well, it's like a cylinder.
Yeah.
But if you see one with a bunch of arms, first of all, they're gonna weigh a piss ton.
Yeah.
But
But that's
also,
old as shit.
it's also old. Oh, and Fergus is up.
I think Jake's here.
All
Hold
right.
on.
But yes, sorry, I was just on my cactus.
Yeah, on the
teaching
cactus
thing.
facts.
I love them. They're so cool. And they hurt. I hugged one. But
Why?
I was alcohol was involved, and I was outside. I didn't hug it hard, but it's just mostly for the picture. But it was cool. It's a really cool spot.
Is that why you're bleeding everywhere?
Yeah, I still have open wounds.
That was like a week ago.
I don't know how they got me through security on the flight back.
Were you not a biohazard?
I did have to fly under the plane, if that helps,
Oh, okay. Okay.
in like a bag. So
Oh, did you not get a ticket or
no, I got one. They just downgraded me
because of the biohazard status?
to business class
Oh, business class.
commentary. But that segues us perfectly to episode 8, business time.
Yeah, that is a good segue. Shall we hear some deets about it?
Give it to me.
Okay, so obviously this is episode 8
Mm-hmm.
of season 1. The original air date was a sneak peek
Okay.
before the show in general aired. So the sneak peek was March 11th, 2010.
Couple, I would say about 3 weeks before they got started.
Yeah, and then the official air date was April 26th, 2010.
Cool.
The director was Larry Likeleader, story by Meriwether Williams and Tom McKeon, and written and storyboarded by Luther McLaurin and Armin Mirzayan.
You nailed all those pronunciations, I'm sure.
So for a synopsis, Jake thaws mysterious zombie-like businessmen from an iceberg who practice the ways of efficiency while forcing him and Finn into a sedentary lifestyle.
Couldn't have said it better myself. They were disgusting.
They are gnarly.
Ugh. Yeah. If you guys have seen the episode, if you haven't seen the episode, I've already talked to a few people who watch the show that say, or listen to the show, whatever, that say,
Well, they watched at least the apple pie time.
yes, they did. I made Dad watch it. the other
Did
day.
you?
Yeah. But friends of our show, friends of mine personally, have like been all up and about our podcast, but they're like, yeah, you kind of lost me with the Adventure Time part, but we do like hearing you guys talk, and it's very funny because I'm like, why are you guys listening to it? It's really funny, and I appreciate it because it's like,
It's sweet.
well, they just like hearing us, which is fine. I like that, but it's just funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
shout out
guess-
to you guys. You know who you are.
A listen's a listen.
Listen, I'll take it.
Currently, we have like 5 subscribers, so
On our YouTube, we got like
25.
25. All right, let's get ourselves a little bit deeper into this story. By that, I mean I'm summarizing it frame by frame. Don't even worry about it.
Damn, okay.
Not really, but it does start off with the boys. They're on the beach. They're flame-throwing icebergs, just what a 12-year-old and a dog do. Finn finds, he's out here, he's flaming these icebergs, and he finds a bike and more computers. What's up?
Did you see what he used to light his flamethrower?
I remember Jake's being like a gun. Oh, are you talking about the fire, like little spirit
Yeah.
guy? Like a little
It's
calcifer?
Flambeau.
Oh, it is Flambeau.
It's
I don't know why
Flambo.
my brain was thinking calcifer.
Hey, that's also good.
Close enough.
But
But yes, he did light a little Flambeau guy to
Yeah.
start his fire. Yes.
In the original storyboard, Finn used a lighter, but in the final one, the lighter was replaced by Flambeau.
Cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
Well, he does come back, so
Yes, it's his first appearance.
very nice. Well, he finds a bike and some more computers, implying that he's found a bunch of computers already. And then Jake, on the other hand, keeps finding baby shoes.
Only the left
All of them are
ones.
lefties. And he's like, sorry, I'm not finding any good loot. Finn's like, don't worry about it. We have plenty to build our gauntlet. And it's like our dot gauntlet. and it pans over there. It's a
very little bit of gauntlet.
It's a shoddy like dock. There's a lot of boards are missing. They're trying to build something where it's like an obstacle course for them basically.
Yeah.
Like,
most of the gauntlet part is that there's boards missing.
right. That's the hardest part of the gauntlet. So gauntlet aside, Jake is not having it. He said hard work sucks. He doesn't want to do any more of it.
Yeah.
Which takes us to conflict number 1. You gotta flambe.
Yes, part of our intro.
You've heard it. You love it.
I forgot that it was from this episode.
No, I knew it.
Well, until I saw the flamethrowers and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh.
Yeah. No, I knew it was from this episode when I picked it because I love that line.
It's a good line.
There's a new iceberg approaches. Captain, iceberg ahead. It's here. And
That should have been the conflict.
I thought about it. I have plenty of other silly, goofy ones, but don't worry about it. New iceberg approaches. Jake calls dibs. He's like, I hope to God it's not baby shoes. He's like, oh, it's a guy. And then
It's a
Finn's
lot of
walking around. Oh, there's actually a bunch of guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then Finn says, well, I'm going to melt him out of here. Full charge. Jake puts a stop to that pretty quickly. Says, no, you gotta flambe.
Like you're gonna roast them, dude.
Yeah. And he just kind of lightly flambes, I guess, the ice.
Yeah.
Or it's like about half of them are out of half of their bodies are out of the ice.
Not full force, let's say.
Right.
Like
He wasn't gonna torch them.
Yeah.
Like a marshmallow. Finn's like, whoa, look at these guys. They're like unresponsive. Obviously, they've been frozen for who knows how long. But then he's like,
Since before the Great Mushroom War, probably.
Probably because they're guys.
Because they're dudes.
I guess.
They're kind of zombie-ish.
But here's the thing. Actually, I want to side road for a second before I get when they start talking and stuff. Spoiler alert: they start talking. Are they humans?
I think it's implied that they were humans.
Right. But it's like Finn doesn't seem kind of
Like humans, yeah. Because they're weird.
Right.
They're...
It's like, but not like it doesn't like. Because obviously later that becomes the thing with Susan Strong.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of other human-like things going on that they're like, he starts feeling lonely in this world that he's the only human, apparently.
Yeah. I mean, he's called Finn the Human.
Right. So I'm just curious why that didn't come up, or if that just wasn't like a story for them yet, obviously.
Yeah,
or...
maybe.
don't
Like,
know.
it was just too early in the process.
Because I can't see anything else what they would. They're humanoid for sure.
Yeah. Well, I do have, as part of my trivia, that in an interview later, Pendleton Ward stated that this episode was when the show's writers decided the Land of Ooo was post-apocalyptic.
Okay.
So,
I guess so.
maybe that wasn't fully developed yet.
Okay, interesting.
That's possible.
Well, anyways, back to it. Finn ends up being like, oh, hey, this guy's got a pack. It's a briefcase. He doesn't know what that is. So he says he's got some sort of pack. And then all of a sudden, he reaches for it. The frozen guy snaps and grabs his face.
The original jump scare.
The first one I hear. Yeah.
Ever. No one's ever done that.
Right. He reached for it. The guy grabs his face, says, I remember business.
With the nasty zombie breath.
Yeah. And then they all break out of the ice. I'm like, uh-oh, they're about to die.
They're ready.
Yeah. And then anyways, Finn and Jake kind of introduce themselves and ask what kind of business you do, They can't remember.
No.
They've been frozen for so long.
It seems like it hurts them, too.
Yeah. Maybe a brain freeze?
Could be brain freeze. Could be brain freeze.
Could be brain freeze. But they ask Finn and Jake if they need any help and that they'd love to work for them. They love to work for you.
Yeah.
Finn's like, no, we're adventurers. We don't need any of that. And Jake's like, hold on. We can use this.
We've got a job for you.
Right. Fix up this dock.
Mm-hmm. This gauntlet dock or whatever.
I think he just says dock because then they're like,
yeah.
Daka?
Daka?
Because they don't know how to talk.
Taka,
yeah. Sub-conflict number 1.
What?
Season 1, Jake, beyond a doubt, toxic.
Oh, so toxic.
We're talking, he's a sexist. He's a cheater.
He's got a lot going on with him.
And now he's a gaslighter.
Yeah. I mean, so to have a little peek behind the curtain, Elephant Fidelity just dropped 2 days before we're recording this.
Yeah.
So it's very much on the mind.
It's on our brains.
Of how he's
a whore. He's a cold-hearted, cheating little slut.
Exactly.
So it goes from that episode to the episode with Ricardio.
Where he's like, ladies are crazy.
Yeah. And now he's gaslighting Finn.
Yeah.
And he says, well, Finn's protesting it. He's like, the dock's our project, right? And then Jake's like, gaslighting. He's like, think about them. Like, they need to, like, do that. But no, like, the whole reason he's doing this is because he doesn't want to work on the dock.
Yeah, because he's just being lazy.
He doesn't care about the interests of these businessmen.
No. Did they even pay them?
Definitely not. Not initially, anyways.
Yeah.
Before they hired him. Maybe with the loot they have at their house and whatever.
Probably. Well, Finn says a line that I really liked, which was like, this is our fun pie, and we need to bake it.
Yeah. But obviously Jake doesn't care. He's just gaslighting Finn, being like, look, they're desperate. Like
they want a job.
This is their whole purpose. Okay. Anyways, they finish the dock really fast.
So fast.
And here's what comes on the dock. It has a like a table saw, like kind of like thing in the very front.
Spinning blade.
Yeah, like a log drop component.
Mm-hmm.
Like a swinging axe. There's some holes in the ground, a giant pair of automatic scissors, some boots on springs.
Yeah, I didn't know what that was.
They kind
about.
of kicked him around a bit. It was like kind of like one of those obstacles.
Oh, like if you're running through and it like smacks you.
That's kind of what it did, and it also ended up propelling them because it kicked them in the butts.
Yeah, and the guillotine.
Yeah, there's a guillotine, like a metal spike ball, tether ball pole thing.
Yeah.
And there's a ramp with a ring of fire, and then maybe a catapult, but it was like a thing full, like a catapult like holder, like full of metal spike ball things.
Yeah.
So that was all that came with the gauntlet. They built that in like 2 seconds. So
it was crazy.
Very fast, very efficient.
Very efficient.
And they go try it out. They love it. They're all bruised and beat up because they jump in the water after and they're having a good time.
But it was like, I don't know. Was it not as fun because they didn't make it? And then were they just like, cool, it's done?
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, they definitely wouldn't have made it that good either.
Oh, no, for sure not.
So it's like,
for
maybe it's fun that, but, you know, then later on the episode, maybe we get like a sort of like dopamine addiction of like where the instant gratification happens so fast and so well.
Then it's like, oh, and it's over.
And it's the expectation. And then, and so then they get numb to it. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But then they love it. Jake's
foreshadowing, at least.
Jake is pleading his case, wants to hire them full time to help them out, and so they could just have fun, which, you know, compelling. I understand.
Like, they can do all the hard stuff, and we can just have fun.
Yeah, and we could just do the adventures and whatever. But Finn agrees, and businessmen celebrate. They're hired.
Yes.
They are. I mean, Jake wasn't wrong when he was gaslighting them. That is their like what they want to do.
Yeah.
But don't use it. So Jake pisses me off, by the way.
Capitalism, Jake. Come on.
I have a whole...
I'm sure you do. Because he's like, their whole purpose is to work. No!
In their business, like the businessman celebration, they pull out their briefcase and they're like hammering in on his case. It says Finn and Jake Adventuring Incorporated.
Yes.
Finn is misspelled with one N.
It is. That was in my trivia. This happens again with Lumpy Space Princess in Gotcha.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know
where
that
she
episode.
writes Finn's name incorrectly too. You don't remember that one?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, we don't have to describe it on here.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Future me will laugh at my like current self.
Yeah, I'll show it to you after this because it's funny.
And we have a very special section of the show, which I haven't marked as anything other than what it is, and it's a celebration.
Ooh!
BMO is here!
BMO!
Yay! So off camera, and you might see the behind the scenes footage of this, I ran back home to grab this. Savvy gifted me this beanie, a BMO beanie a few years ago. I've never worn it because I'm not really a beanie guy.
Yeah.
But I will put it on for the rest of the episode. So hold on.
Don't worry, I'll take pictures of it.
I'll wear it for the whole episode. As long as I just look cute, though.
Oh, you gotta have that like little tuft of hair sticking. No, that looks terrible. Looks like you're crashing out.
So I just got the beanie on. Savvy took some more pictures, so we'll see all that in the Instagram behind the scenes.
I just got a little Jamba Juice.
Yeah,
too.
Jake just came by and got his Jamba Juice. That was
Whoop,
nice.
whoop.
Whoop whoop. Cheers.
The cardboard clunk. And this one's not a cheating Wills.
This, I hope not. That would be devastating.
You would be devastated.
I just said it would be devastating.
I thought you said I would be devastated.
Nah, I wouldn't. A couple weeks, I'm over it.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding. No, that would be devastating. Anyway, celebration. BMO's here. Yay!
BMO's here!
Yay, BMO! We see them playing BMO on the couch while the businessmen are cleaning swords, ironing clothes, other household chores. And yay.
Tree fort looks different, right? Like, it was built differently from the outside, I think.
I'm built differently.
It was built different.
But I will say, only watched the episode once because I don't like it. I did catch the snail, though, so we're good.
Hey.
We'll talk about it at the end, even though I think it already happened.
Yeah.
Okay. He's starting to feel a little lazy. He's not doing anything, you know. But Jake's like, no, relax. Like,
Let the businessman handle it.
yeah, like, enjoy your day off. And suddenly they hear a scream for help, and Finn's obviously going to jump into action. Mm-hmm. Businessmen already have Finn's adventuring pack ready for him. It's got his sword, all his goodies in there in the backpack, and he's like, hell yeah. You know, like, hey, maybe
I can get used to this.
Yeah, because that would be nice. And so they set out to leave, and as they run to the scene, Finn is happy with his shiny sword, his clean shoes. He feels all rejuvenated and, quote, more adequate.
Yeah, I thought that was a weird one.
I know, it's a weird choice of words, but...
More adequate.
And he's like, cool. Anyways, businessmen are right behind him. They're jotting down notes on their clipboards. I don't know what they're writing down. Strategies, maybe just whatever they are observing for future habits. I don't know what they're writing. I don't think that ever gets revealed.
I don't know.
I don't think so. But anyways, it brings us into conflict number 2. No bark, no bite.
Ooh.
Whoa. Hot dog princess.
Yeah. Being attacked by cubes.
She's not barking, notably
No.
from that Prisoners of Love episode. That's why I was going to do all bark, no bite. But I'm like, she's not barking.
She's not barking.
So she's not barking. She's not biting. She's just running. She's in trouble running around her, quote, castle, which is
just like a little pen.
a little doghouse with a circular fenced-in yard.
Yeah.
It's small. She's being attacked by these white battle cubes, is what they're called. And my notes say, battle cubes are attacking. She's notably talking, not barking.
Yeah.
Anyways, Finn and Jake jump in. They're fighting off the cubes, and businessmen are still writing down notes, but...
They have coffee and donuts.
Yeah, and one of them had a cat mug. I thought it was cute. But it's funny because, like, when they immediately, like, pan back out to them fighting, they don't have any of that stuff with them.
Yeah, it's weird.
It was, like, just that really close-up...
That cut in.
Yeah, that donuts and coffee scene. But they didn't have it ever again.
They ate it and drank it all.
Yeah, I guess so. In the next frame, I guess. But anyways, they're fighting, and apparently it takes a long time because...
Yeah, they're like hours.
It's just like screen wipes, and then they're like lazily swinging their sword, and Jake's like deflecting with his hand the little lightning bolts that the cubes are shooting at him. Hot dog princess dead asleep.
No longer
Not
terrified.
even in the house, like just in her yard.
And they're exhausted.
Yeah, they're exhausted, but they're still fighting the cubes. And then Jake's like, hey, we got to get some subs in here. And he calls the businessmen in to hold them off for a second while they get, some energy, recuperate, catch their breath.
And Finn is like, I don't know. Like, they're just guys.
Like, they don't know how to fight. So they come in, like, armed to the teeth, and, like, they have swords and flails and helmets and all that galore. And so it turns out they're ready to fight.
But
they're
their
down.
battle cries are, ah!
they're down. And even when they're doing that, one of them comes back and has 2 water bottles, plastic water bottles, by the way. Weird.
Yeah, and orange slices.
To rehydrate. And Finn, because he's all hydrated now,
and has a moment to rest.
He has an epiphany on how to defeat the cubes, and they tag back in. That includes just Jake getting real big, squanching them together, and then not squash, squishing them together. And then Finn somehow jumps into his hand, and then ties them all up, and then Jake just yeets them across the landscape.
Not necessarily defeating them.
No, but he had time to think, and that's what he came up with.
Just moving them to be a different problem somewhere else.
Right. At least not Hot Dog Princess.
They're like, wake up, Hot Dog Princess.
Yeah. And she thanks them. She's like, especially you, Finn. They all kind of sound like that. Like
a little bit.
Little Melissa in there.
Yeah.
And she goes to kiss Finn, and he's kind of backing up. She's like, ew, she smells like old hot dog water. One of the businessmen notices, steps up, goes in between,
puts his cheek in there,
gets smooched, and he says, I take one for team. Which is really funny. Finn's stoked. He's like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, thanks, buddy. And
you get a promotion.
Yeah, he promotes him. So he's like, yeah, you get a promotion. And then he's all celebrating, and all the other businessmen are like, well, I want a promotion.
I take one for team 2.
Yeah. They're like hunched over kissing Hot Dog Princess, and she's got a big old smile on her face.
Yeah, she's just chilling.
And he says, I take one for team 2. Anyways, it cuts back to them in the treehouse again. Finn and Jake are playing BMO again. Hi, BMO.
Hey, BMO.
Hey, BMO. They don't talk in this one, but
No, BMO's just like their game console
in
this
game
one.
mode right now.
Yeah.
But immediately Jake loses, and so Finn takes over. He says, my turn, and then Jake goes to check in on the businessmen who have assembled this insane computer rig. Maybe some from the icebergs.
I mean, there were a bunch of computers.
That would make sense, but
They're monitoring, right?
yeah, so they are monitoring. They have like this insane computer setup, and then they even have some sort of VR headset going on, which they call Hero Vision.
Mm-hmm.
I put Hero Vision TM
TM.
because I think they're going to sponsor us today.
Oh,
I think I'm going to make a Hero Vision ad. The Hero Vision monitor, which uses a satellite to locate all the world's problems. And Jake's like, anything going on right now? And he's like,
Nothing for you guys.
Nothing small or nothing big, just small stuff. You guys focus on the big
we'll
stuff.
take care of the little stuff.
I guess so. Jake loves that.
Yeah.
He grabs some ice cream and he heads back to Finn, watched them play video games.
Dope.
Yeah.
I want to say, with all their stuff going on, that is like a reveal that satellites still orbit Earth and are still functional.
No, there's a lot of things because it's pretty hard to just throw, corporate American businessmen into a fantasy setting. So you're going to have some overlap.
A post-apocalyptic fantasy setting? Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying, I'm mentioning them, but I'm not putting too much weight.
No, but it's like, wait a minute.
I'm like, so they have functional satellites, they have water bottles, they have they have all these things.
The cat mug, which people could still be making mugs.
Sure.
We've seen mugs throughout the show.
Yeah.
Or we will, I guess.
Yeah. But the box of donuts.
Yeah, it's
the
just
coffee carafe. There's a lot of things in there that are
very business focused. Yeah.
Synergy and all that.
Yeah. And then I wanted to also say the game that Finn and Jake were playing.
I forgot the name of it, but it's
it was Pro Football 1861, an Abraham Lincoln game.
Okay, so I did see Abraham Lincoln. I noticed that, and I just wasn't sure if that was that. But then at the end, which I'll get to in a second, he says, "Oh, we beat this game." I can't remember what that was called, but
oh, I can't remember
it was
what that
Adventure
one
or
is.
something.
Yeah, because we're adventure masters.
Yeah, something like that.
That Pro Football 1861 game is referencing the animated short. Apparently.
Interesting.
I didn't know about that.
Well, that's cool. More trivia.
Yeah.
Cool.
And of course, BMO's here.
Yeah. Then he gets back to the couch with Finn. He's eating ice cream, and he's like, "Well, what's up with the businessmen? What are they doing?" He's like, "Yeah, just taking care of business."
Yeah.
They are.
And it's like, sweet, dude.
And he turns his little hand into ice cream scooper.
I know.
And he's shoveling ice cream in
That
his
would
mouth.
be so nice.
That would be really cool.
That'd be so easy.
So easy. I worked in an ice cream place. I worked at 2 different ice cream places.
Yeah.
Not sanitary. I probably just put a glove on it.
Just
shrink wrap it.
Yeah. Just get a little blow dryer.
Yeah. And just shrink it to how they
To
do
fit.
car wraps and stuff, the
Yeah.
heat gun.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool. Finn's playing his game and he's kind of sweating. He's like, "Jake, hit me!" And he throws an ice cream in his mouth. They keep playing their game. Time passes. Every time a businessman will be carrying something crossing in front of them, you'll see more tubs of ice cream build up in the background.
Yeah.
And
You want to
then-
know how much ice cream they eat?
Did you count? Or is there-
Someone did. I found the trivia and I was like, all right, we're going with it. Finn eats about 18 containers and Jake eats about 30, totaling 48, of course. The number of containers, though, do vary in each scene,
Okay.
but that's I guess the average of what they came up with.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's too many. Too many
It's
containers.
way too many.
I would feel so full so fast. I've been known to put away some food and whatever.
These are the non-dairy Jamba Juices.
God, I hope so.
I told Jake to make sure
Okay,
they were.
cool. I didn't even know you ordered them. That's nice.
Well, yeah. So he wanted to DoorDash something after you left to go back and get what you forgot. I was like, yeah, let's DoorDash something. And I'm like, well, Boba's gone and this and that, And he's like, I'll just DoorDash a yerba mate to Dad's house.
That'd be pretty
Because he
funny.
thought oh, it'll get there. I'm like, I don't think there's enough time, Because it was as soon as you left the house that
Right.
we were talking about this. Like, I don't think they'll get there in time. So I'm like, you could DoorDash it here or something better.
But I already have it.
I know. So he's like, oh, how about Jamba Juice? I'm like, yeah. And when he went to go put it on DoorDash,
Mhm.
it wouldn't let us select non-dairy.
Oh, okay. So he just went and picked it up.
So he ordered on the Jamba app and then picked it up.
Cool.
Because I was like, I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna mess up my stomach. And I know it'll mess up both of yours.
Yeah. So after we do the math, apparently, we get all the amounts of ice creams.
Way too much.
Way too much ice creams. Finn finally beats the video game, whatever it was, I can't remember the name of it, and they jump around with their big old guts bouncing around, big old
Jiggling.
hacking guts, and they get tired really quickly.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of weight.
They're
jumping
winded.
around. Yeah. Jake goes and makes the Ice King on his belly, on Finn's belly. So he lays down.
Yeah, because Finn said, "Oh, my belly's so moldable." or
Oh yeah,
something.
no,
yeah.
he's like, "Oh, your belly's so jiggly and moldable," and then he makes the Ice King.
Yeah.
And he makes him say some lines like, "Can't find a princess, I'm such a tool," whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then Finn's like, "Ha ha ha," and then he makes his own Princess Bubblegum on his belly. Creepy as hell.
And they have like arms too. Like it's not just
Yeah.
their face.
No, it's
like
like
a full body.
And Bubblegum was a little too realistic.
Yeah, and he says like, "I'm Princess Bubblegum and I have a voice that's annoying."
Yeah, but Finn
The
thinks
Finn-
so attractive,
Yeah.
which I thought was pretty funny.
And then Jake laughs and he goes, "What?"
Wait, what'd you say? Which takes us to conflict number 3. And I will have you guess this one. I think you can get this. It's actually related to elephant fidelity again.
Okay.
Just think about the situation, what's going on with them.
Let me think. Just give me a second. Fuzzy care sack.
Not even close.
I didn't think so.
Where the hell?
Because it's their care sack and they're
No,
little fuzzy dudes.
sure.
But then I forgot that the elephant fidelity
Yeah, no, I
part.
said that 2 seconds ago.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear.
You're not getting any closer. Not fit for adventure.
Really?
Yeah, not fit because they're out of shape right
Oh,
now.
that's right. Okay.
And they're obviously not in shape for adventuring. So I thought it worked on a couple levels. So
It sure did.
thank you.
Because that was also not made for adventuring.
But it's close enough.
Was from Elephant Fidelity.
I know. Anyways, the boys see on their monitors that LSP is being chased by some freaky little monster guy whipping at her. It's weird. I don't know what that was. Don't like it. Don't want to see it ever again.
Yeah. Was it Jake or Finn that said that they didn't feel like it?
Oh, it was Jake.
Yeah.
Jake says, like, I'm not in the mood to help LSP, which is so funny. But they're too big and lazy now to take this on, and so then they just have the businessmen take to it.
Yes.
And then they get in like, it'll be so nice when it's finally our turn to, our adventure and yada, yada,
Like,
yada.
imagine what it's going to be like
Mm-hmm.
when it's finally our time.
And while they're eating more ice cream, it's gross. And then
So much.
it cuts to there's ice cream all over their faces. Finn's shirt doesn't.
Food coma.
Yeah, Finn's shirt doesn't even fit anymore. It's like halfway up his belly now, and they're all moaning and groaning like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not doing so hot. And then they hear screaming again. Well, Finn does probably.
Yeah.
Jake's ignoring it for sure. Finn's like urging Jake, like, come on, we gotta go help.
Mm-hmm.
And Jake's like, no, businessman will take care of it. And Finn hears it again. Jake's still not willing to help. Conflict number 3 was really short, so we're already in conflict number 4.
Now it's the care sack or whatever it was.
No, close. I mean, yeah.
But this is the conflict, yes.
But it's called adventure capitalism.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I see.
There you go. I had a lot of different titles. Some were not clever. Some were like capitalism. That's it.
That's it. Was that's it part of it?
Yeah. Or just like other titles I had for it that were basically saying like the message of this episode is anti-capitalist.
Yeah.
Or like just very direct titles. But I'm like, nah, let's make it funny. So adventure capitalism.
Because I mean, it kind of is like parts of it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, in this
conflict.
for sure. So Finn finally goes up to the window to see what's going on. Sees that the businessmen actually are the ones causing the kerfuffle.
And he's like, Jake, get up.
Yeah, they're in a Finn like mech suit vacuuming up little fuzzy cream puff guys. I don't know if they're cream puffs, but they're fuzzy little balls or something. They look like little tiny clouds.
I think he says like, you're sucking up these fuzzy friends or whatever.
Something like that. But
yeah. He doesn't give them a name.
And I have a direct quote from Finn that supported my other anti-capitalist titles for this. The businessmen are the problem.
Yeah.
Finn.
Because he's like, Jake, get up. And he's like, let the businessmen handle it. And he's like, they're the problem.
Right. And Finn tells them, hey, he comes out, he falls down his tree, like parkours down it kind of, and is immediately like
Parkour stumble, like.
yeah. Finn's like, you guys have to stop, like they're unhappy. He's like, irrelevant.
Yeah, irrelevant.
Irrelevant. They will
This is a more efficient way to keep them safe.
basically they're saving them before they need to be saved because it's the efficient way.
By keeping them in their care
in their
sack.
care sack, which is just like a glass
Irrelevant.
backpack.
the,
Irrelevant.
the way that he says it is just really
It is
funny.
really funny. Well, Finn kind of gets peeved,
Yes, and he crashes out.
of course. He pulls rank on them and he says, I'm your boss.
Yeah.
And then he fires them, which angers them more.
Yeah.
Because they're like, fired.
Fire it.
And then they lose it. And for some reason, them getting mad, their machine's working more, like it's working harder.
Yeah, it's weird, and it starts sucking up all the little guys. Oh, we didn't really describe. So it's
It's like Finn with a hose.
huh?
The mech. What are you describing?
Oh yeah, I guess. Because the care sack's like his backpack.
Yeah. I said that already.
Okay. Well, that part I don't know if you said.
I said
actually.
the glass.
you?
It's like a glass backpack for Finn.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
They heard it.
Whatever. I disassociated, I guess. But yeah, it's like a hose that they're sucking up the little fuzzy friends to go into the care sack, and as they freak out, it just starts flailing wildly.
Yeah, like the hose that's sucking them up is just going sucking out faster, I guess. Anyways, it even crushes one of the little guys. Actually, I think in like a frame or two later, when Finn gets sucked up, like you can see it's like still alive. I think. I think
okay.
It was like I think it moved out under it.
I did not see it.
No, I did see it. I mean, unless it was a different one, but yeah. So it did. One of the fuzzy friends got squashed by its foot. I
Got
was like,
mega
I
squashed.
was like, ooh, that's pretty dark. but anyways, Finn says, I'm going to take you down. Finn style. Immediately gets vacuumed up. And then...
he starts kicking the inside of the glass.
Yeah. Yeah, what did he say? I'm kicking your care sack or whatever.
Yeah. Like, what you gonna do about it kind of thing.
Yeah. Jake finally comes to his senses seeing his buddy get, sucked up.
Crams himself through the window.
Which, again, he could have avoided because he could stretch.
Yeah.
As you know, by the end of the episode, he can just cure
Anything,
the
pretty much.
lumps.
Yeah.
But he flops on the ground. He's like, he's too fat to do anything.
Yeah.
Finn comes up with an idea. He's like, hey, eat more ice cream. I'll demoralize him. He's like, what? Why?
He's a demoralized businessman.
Demoralize the businessman to get him mad. So basically the plan would be that the vacuum starts to try to suck Jake up.
Yes.
And because he's so fat, that it's going to jam up the hose, the vacuum.
Overwhelm the motor kind of
Yeah,
deal.
and then also simultaneously eat ice cream and expand.
To make it a bigger problem.
Yeah, and then eventually he does expand big enough, and they do explode the machine. Everyone's flying in the air. I'm gonna kill you, not boss. That's what the businessman obviously says to Finn as they're flying in the air together.
Falling from like skydiving height.
Sure, it's before they're falling. They're still in the ascent.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, don't worry about it. Like, I'm going to rehire you guys. And then, rehire?
They get real excited.
Yay! And then they all join hands and make a little
hands.
star as they skydive down.
Yeah.
Except for Jake. Jake's kind of just falling.
Yeah. But I guess he could like turn himself into like a parachute.
Yeah. Which he should do
He probably does for them, but it doesn't show that.
No, it doesn't. But anyways, they land obviously sometime, and
it just cuts to the next scene.
yeah, and it cuts to all the fuzzy friends and Finn and Jake sitting on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, we see that the businessmen are floating away in the ice.
Frozen.
And then Jake's like, well, what did you rehire them to do? And he's like, well, I told them to get back in the ice and get out of here. It's kind of fucked.
It's kind of fucked up.
So I wonder if that's what happened, how they got there in the first spot.
It could be like, what if they thawed somewhere else and people are like, get out.
And everyone's bouncing them around. Who knows? We'll never know.
And that's why they're so traumatized from their previous business. As people were waving goodbye to the businessmen, one of the fuzzy friends said pancakes. Like, pancakes!
Interesting.
It was weird. I was like,
I didn't hear that. Did you hear it?
yeah.
Okay.
I heard it and I was like, that's weird. And I put it in my notes.
Well, cool. Well, Jake says like, oh, I'm gonna miss them, and I'm gonna miss my gut. And then he just shrinks down right away.
Immediately
looks
returns.
like a normal dog. I mean, he's immortal, I'm sure. Back down to his normal size. He's no longer a big floppy dog.
Yeah.
And then Finn's like, yeah, I'm going to miss mine too. And then he tries to suck in his gut to no avail. And he goes, huh? Aw. And then it says the end on his hat. Which is,
just like, boom.
Which is weird, but obviously he can't, he doesn't have the same powers as Jake, so he can't do that.
Yeah. And of course, this is the first ever episode to have a the end.
And the end.
I do want to report
Oh.
there was no censorship listed on the wiki for this.
Yay!
This episode, either someone forgot to put it on there, or
I think there's a couple of things they probably could have, but
probably. But honestly, the first one that I saw had no censorship.
nice.
Yeah.
Good reporting. Let's talk about the snail.
Yeah.
On the count of 3, let's say its location.
Mm-hmm.
And I know what it is. You know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
The
Gauntlet Dock. Yeah.
That was our bad.
But yeah, it was on the Gauntlet Dock when they were working on it.
Yeah, well, they're building
I have
it.
the timestamp pulled up. I think it was like
It's so soon.
207 or something like that. It was really early.
I find
Go back
that
to my
seems
notes,
to
hold
be
on.
a theme for a lot of the snail episodes, or at least so far, is the snail tends to be like real early in the episode.
Yeah.
Like
Well-
there are a couple, like the tree trunks one, which was like mid episode.
So the first 2 and the Jiggler are like middle end. So Slumber Party Panic's like...
Maybe I'm just fully wrong, actually.
So Prisoners of Love is kind of early. Tree Trunks is middle-ish. It's like 5 minutes and 5.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And Kyridian is right away.
Yeah.
125.
Ricardo the Heart Guy's pretty early.
332. Business time is 257.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, maybe that's just because I just have thought that it feels earlier. I don't know. It's
Well, maybe
weird.
because when we watch it again, usually it's like, oh, it's sooner.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've already watched it now for 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's all I have for this half. Do you have anything else?
I got nothing.
Cool. Well, I have a dish that I'm excited to show you. We'll get started on it.
I know mine required a lot of upfront prep time, but it's
Oh.
ready to go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Mine's not, but
That's okay. But everyone, please enjoy this ad break that we have.
Hero Vision.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Dad didn't like the burp when we cut it off for because I was showing him the ad break for Elephant Fidelity. And I was like, ugh. And you're like, we're keeping that. He's like, gross.
Hello, everybody. It's British rapping sensation Baby Sheep. Alright, hold on to your teacups, mates. Quick word about something that's properly sorted out my online faffing about. It's called Browsely, and it's here to help you. You know how it is. 38 tabs open, half of them are buffering for something you didn't even ask for, and you sat there wondering, like, where's the one where the Baby Sheep tour dates went? Absolute carnage. Well, Browsely's like that one mate who shows up, tidies everything up without making a fuss, and somehow knows exactly where you left that link from last Tuesday. It bundles all your tabs and finds stuff in a snap, blocking distractions as well. It basically tells your browser to stop mucking about, so you can get on with it. And here's the clincher. You can get 3 whole months of premium features completely gratis with the promo code DUDESIBLINGS. Just head over to browsely.com, BROWZLY, and stick it on Chrome. That's browsely.com, promo code DUDESIBLINGS. Go on, give it a whirl. Your tabs will be tidier than your nan's front room. I guarantee it.
This ad is for comedic purposes only. Any companies, products, or services mentioned are completely fictional and should not be taken seriously. This ad serves as a wildly self-indulgent attempt to launch a voice acting career. No actual endorsements, partnerships, or corporate conspiracies were harmed in the making of this ad. Many will enter, few will win. Enjoy responsibly.
And we're back with our dishes. I am currently holding my hand over my eyes.
She walked in this room backwards.
because we have to keep me from knowing what it is. So, Seth, count us in.
3, 2, 1.
Oh!
Little brownies a la mode.
I thought I smelled chocolate.
Yes.
Which is crazy because you famously hate chocolate.
Famously, though, like brownies. It's weird.
You freak.
I have 2 chocolates that like I love.
Kahlua cake.
3 chocolates that I love. Kahlua cake, brownies, chocolate donuts.
Oh.
Any other chocolate?
Boston cream pie?
Not anymore. Don't like it.
No?
Nope.
It's a lot. It's real
dense.
heavy.
Yeah. So yeah, just 3 little chocolates I like. But anyways, the only reason brownies are involved is because I'm like, well, that's lazy if I just get vanilla ice cream.
What do you call your dish?
Funny enough, it's actually kind of a rework of this conflict from earlier. I call it the not fit for adventuring a la mode.
Great.
Because, this is a quick way to get not fit for adventuring. Brownies and ice cream.
Perfect. Well,
Vanilla. It's Haagen-Dazs. The brownies are gluten-free.
Yum.
So here we go. Let's dig in.
Give that a taste. Brownie first. Let's see. Warm brownie. So good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Now the combo.
And you can't even tell it's gluten-free.
No, that's the thing. Like, a lot of gluten-free, like,
Now.
mixes and stuff are now way better.
Yeah, I feel like it used to be really, not it.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of dairy alternative stuff, too. People, I don't like almond milk personally that much.
I'm not a huge fan of almond milk either. I like oat milk.
I like oat milk. It's a little high in fat, though, a little bit.
That's why I think I like it, because it's, like, tastes more like milk.
Right. Have you ever tried cashew milk? Did we talk about this?
We might have, not on the pod. We didn't talk about
Cashew
it.
milk is really good.
I've heard it's good. I haven't
I
tried
was
it.
at one of my friend's house, and they're like, "Yeah, you never had it?" I'm like, "No." And I'm like,
No, that's rich people milk.
delicious." Yeah. Like, it says cash in the name.
Well, cashews are just expensive, but yeah,
Mmm.
it's good. It's good.
I saved the middle pieces for the pictures.
Yeah, good. Because yeah, it came out a little crumbly.
Yeah, brownies tend to. Probably another gluten-free thing too.
Probably, but definitely brownies in general are quite crumbly. They're so hard to get out of the pan.
And your dish still isn't in here. What's the story there?
It's hiding.
Okay, let's finish up these brownies and then we'll get to yours next.
Yes, yeah.
All right, cool. Okay, and we're back, and Savvy is now just coming back in from the garage where she got her brand new fridge freezer. Not brand new, that's from our mom. But my eyes are closed, and she's coming in right. She's coming in right. Yeah, okay, there you are. I was like, my eyes are closed, I can't, really...
Well, you could have gave me a cue.
I said right, that was your cue. I'm blind.
You can still talk. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
Open.
Whoa! Little popsicles?
Yes, these are...
You know what's funny? I almost did a similar concept, but
Oh,
I
really?
thought of it too late, where I was like, I don't have time to freeze it.
That's how I was like, it had a lot of prep, but like I didn't have to do anything in between.
I see berries.
Yes.
Disturbing because when I think of the berries, I think of the things on their faces.
Yes. That was
Oh.
my thought process.
Disgusting.
So I think I'm trying to remember the initial title for this, right? Was going to be like Iceberg Surprise. And then
Gross.
when I was just thinking about it, I was like, no, this is going to be called All Baby Shoes.
Oops, all lefties.
Oops, all lefties. So go ahead and grab one. They're frozen yogurt,
Cheers.
and it's coconut milk yogurt.
Oh, froyo.
So it's dairy free. It has blueberries and blackberries in there.
Oh, nice. This tastes good.
Yeah. Sweetened with honey.
Yum. A little short popsicle stick, but...
Yeah. I've never made popsicles before.
Mm-hmm.
So I got these molds and stuff. And then I had bought popsicle sticks, but it came with them. And I was like, oh, okay, we'll just use the ones it came with. I'm like, these are tiny.
These are little guys. I'm barely nubbing it now.
Yeah. So the recipe that I found was like, oh, you should blend the berries up and stuff. And I was like, cool. But
Hear me out.
I wanted them to be included because
Did you end up blending some?
No.
Oh.
I just kind of cut some up to get some of the color, and then I had a touch of the blue, just a drop to the whole mix of the blue food coloring dye.
I see some of it.
Because I wanted it, and I swirled it around, because I wanted it to be more
Icy.
yeah, not a deep blue, just mostly white still. So yeah.
This is cool.
Thank you. I was really worried about how they would come out of the molds. That's why I was like, hey, hand me that plate so I could test two of them, you know? Because I was afraid with I think it's, on yours, those sticks kind of a little
it's
wild.
coming out right here.
Because as you push it in, it hit berries. So I was like, I don't know how these are going to demold, but we'll see. But you like?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that does taste good.
It's interesting how crunchy the berries are.
They were fresh.
I see.
And I just froze them in yogurt.
Not to dismiss any of this is great, but I think what you could have blended some, put that in there,
I thought
and then
about
use
it
some
after.
of the chunks. I figured.
Yeah.
But they're really good.
After I poured them in the
I think it would have
molds.
just been more like fruity flavored if you did that.
For sure. No, this is still like more vanilla because it's like an unsweetened vanilla Greek yogurt type of coconut milk yogurt.
That's good.
I thought you would like the less sweet vibe.
When I think of like sweet, I'm thinking like the vanilla's like the sweet component, and like the berries are like the tart.
I see.
So I do like a berry full thing.
I mean, it's sweetened with a little bit of honey because like the plain like vanilla is just like real plain. It's not sweetened at all.
I know, but like vanilla itself is just kind of like a sweeter flavor to me. But this is really good. Good job.
Thank you. I think maybe you definitely like conflate vanilla with sweet because it's often in sweet things.
Yeah. I do that with a lot of flavors, like profiles. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time someone put like a label on a flavor, I just got it wrong like forever. Like,
What do you mean?
like the name savory does not in my brain does not match like the flavor. Like savory sounds like it shouldn't be what it is.
Right. More umami sounds right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you're thinking of a savory thing, like, I don't know, savory sounds different. I can't describe it any further than that, unfortunately, because it doesn't make sense. Because I know what makes sense now. And, like, same thing with, like, sour and tart. Like, I would kind of, like, lump sweet and sour, like, together just because I'm like, oh, they're both, like, good. Like, they're both, like, different flavors, you know, they almost like the unhealthy taste. So it's like
Candy.
yeah, so it's
You're
like
just like, this is the candy taste.
like sweet, soury, kind of tart, like whatever. Like berries to me back in the day were sweet, even though they're not. They're tart for the most part.
Yeah.
So it's like
Depends.
yeah, but I'm saying like in general, like a raspberry is very tart. But in my head as a kid, it's like that's sweet. I don't know why. I just always like combine those two.
Well, it's natural sugars, I guess.
Bitter,
That might be.
bitter. I always understood.
Yeah, the bad.
There's some good bitter stuff. Like I mean, I think of like coffee and whatever. Sometimes
Yeah.
it can be bitter. And
It took me a long time to like coffee.
I
loved creamer.
I don't. It's crazy. So my Starbucks order is very different than my like work or at home coffee. My work / at home coffee, always black, just hot black coffee. Give it to me.
Crazy.
And I drink iced coffee for everything else. Iced black coffee sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It's really bad.
It really sucks. It needs to be hot because it gets like extra bitter.
Right, and it just smells better. Like you get that like coffee aroma, and you like as you're drinking it, it's like way better.
Yeah.
Iced coffee doesn't really put off the smell, so it's like
Well, and something with as it turns cold, like makes it taste worse. Like that's a scientific thing that I don't know much about.
explain it.
No. But yeah, I've been drinking decaf lately and it's getting warmer here.
Yep.
And so I was like, I'm gonna try an iced decaf latte. Absolute mistake. I instantly hated it.
Well, like iced lattes are fine, but
When they have like flavors in them.
yeah, I guess
Like
so.
vanilla or caramel or whatever.
Well, there's a whole sect of people who like iced espresso, and like
That's crazy.
I know.
Like I know there's like the cold brew stuff too, and
Mhm.
not for me. I do like hot coffees mostly. I like hot or iced chai. I love that. The
Right.
chai lattes,
Mhm.
you know.
My like Starbucks or Pete's, whatever order, it's like I'm always gonna have like an iced coffee or like an iced like specialty drink they have.
Mm-hmm.
Like not necessarily even coffee, but like I just needed a cold drink. I don't care if it's 2 degrees outside. Like it's just I like iced drinks. It's weird.
Yeah,
Keeps
that's
my-
how mom is
keeps
actually.
my body cold.
Mom will order iced drinks in the dead of winter. She
Yep.
never orders hot.
There's only one iced drink or a hot drink I order from Starbucks, and it's because it like tastes horrible iced. It's a seasonal one. It's the apple crisp oat milk macchiato.
Oh, okay. That sounds like nice and warm in fall.
It is, but it's okay. It's not for everyone. Trust me. Like I have to take one of the pumps out of like the.
Because it's too much.
It's so much.
The Starbucks ones are always way too much.
Yeah, but it is really good. If you
But
guys
they're-
haven't tried it or you hate it, you're wrong, and it's great.
But hot take, their coffee tastes like shit. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't. That's why I don't order like black coffee from them either.
yeah, because it tastes burnt.
It's bad.
So that's why you have to have the sugary crap because
Yeah.
it just tastes bad.
All right. Well, off the coffee tangent,
Mm-hmm.
let's do the next segment where we rate them.
Yeah. So brownies.
Would you like a reminder of the scale?
No. Yeah.
Number 1, unacceptable.
Of course.
2, boom boom.
Of course.
Number 3, check,
Check please.
Number 4, flip. What the zip? Controversial, I know. Number 5 is nooch.
Nooch.
Being neutral. 6, again, controversial.
Grease.
Number 7, schmouse out.
That's the one I always forget for some
I know.
reason.
Number 8, slam a cow. Number 9,
Tops Bluebee.
which you would think would
It'd
be
be
the
the
top,
top.
but it's not. And that's the beauty of our. Come on, say it with me.
I don't know that part.
And that's the beauty of our system.
System.
Skin suit? What were you going to say?
Scale.
And number 10 is mathematical.
Yeah. Brownies. I would say I really enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Everyone loves a warm chocolate brownie. That's just science.
Yep.
Um,
Even though a chocolate hater like myself can get behind it.
right? And everyone loves vanilla ice cream with the chocolate brownie.
Yes.
Warm chocolate brownie. This is a universal known.
Correct. In other words, I played it safe.
Yes. That was where I was kind of going. Where it was like, it was good, but it was safe, and it was box,
Yeah.
which is still good. Still good. And it was gluten-free, which is awesome. But I'm going to say this is one of those, like...
Careful, I'll be really petty.
I was going to say like 7/8.
I was like, I'm not going to be mature about this.
Instantly, not going to be mature.
I'm going to keep it 100% with you right now. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I was going to say like it's an easy like 7 or 8 on the scale because it's good. It's like widely appealing. It turned out great, but it was pretty safe.
Mhm.
And it's like, it wasn't like as creative as I would have hoped, you know?
Correct. As of like last time we recorded, and I made the Asian.
Yes.
Well, I went out of my
The
comfort
noodles. That's what I'm kind of coming off of.
Right. This is like 2 or 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, it's definitely, it's the safe option.
Yeah,
And in all cooking shows, you kind of get a little docked for the safe option.
that's true. And this is a cooking show,
This is a cooking show.
like it or not.
But I still really enjoyed
What's
it.
the official rating you give it?
Oh, God.
Don't worry, I won't actually be petty. I don't care. It's not that deep.
So, wait. Is it Schmauz out at 7 and Slam a Cow that's 8?
Mhm.
Okay. I'd say
You're
like...
right. Great. Boom boom.
I'd say like a Schmauz out 0.5.
Do you need me to expand my scale more? Make it a 20-point scale.
No, I think we could do 0.5s.
A schmouse out 0.5?
Yeah.
It's never been done before.
Well, call me a trailblazer.
I won't.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying a good comfy 7.5, you know?
Okay. No doubt. Cool.
That's why we have the 10-point scale.
Cool.
Okay, Peralta.
I've been watching a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I've seen a lot of clips recently,
I
which
can't-
is so
I
funny.
can't do it though. The cool.
How
How do you do it? You just did it. Is that Foster's? We're cutting that.
Like that?
I can't do it that fast.
What?
Cool. It's like it doesn't come out right.
You're kind of doing it.
But like he goes like
Yeah, cool.
I can't do that. I don't know what it is. Anyway, that's fine. No doubt.
So what would you rate these popsicles?
Do you want my honest answer?
Never.
Just kidding.
I
No,
don't.
We're not bringing that energy into 2025.
All right.
I'm just being a goofball. They are really good. I'm trying to finish it, but I'm also trying to talk.
Yeah, it's starting to melt a
Yeah.
bit.
The only ding I'm giving you is I know it was partially an artistic choice and also a panic afterthought. I would have loved them if like the berries were blended.
I'll make them for you again
Yeah,
sometime,
no,
though.
that'd be awesome.
Because these are tasty. Like,
Yeah, they're good.
it's a nice, like, healthy treat.
Yeah, I just don't really like something that like a vanilla yogurt, sweetened or not. I'm not like the biggest fan of.
Yeah. It's hard to find plain,
Just plain yogurt. straight up.
especially like the milk alternative ones,
Mhm.
you know?
You can find some like Greek ones though that are really good.
Mm-hmm. This was like a Greek style coconut milk one.
Yeah, Greek yogurt's fantastic and it's super healthy too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to switch.
I was just thinking of our tummies.
I'm trying to switch into little health kick sidebar. I'm trying to like get in the habit of eating. I know some people are gonna be grossed out by this, but like cottage cheese is also super healthy for you.
Interesting, yeah.
And like if you can
Considering you're lactose intolerant.
very violently, but it has like a lot of proteins in it, and it's like low fat. And so like you can, if you mix some stuff into it, like some people, I saw some TikToks of it where you can like, oh, try this cottage cheese with blank and this and that.
You know, fats aren't bad, right?
No, but it's like
The type of fats,
yeah,
yes.
because like there's a lot of cheese has like saturated fats and stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's none of that. No, obviously fats are important in every diet. Peanuts are healthy. They have a lot of fat. Cottage cheese and Greek yogurt. I'm trying to get back into those.
Yeah.
They're very healthy and they're so good.
Yeah.
Give-
Well, the
give me some
thing
blueberries.
The thing with the Greek style, like, plant-based yogurt is that it does still have, like, I'm pretty sure it still has, like, the lactobacillus and stuff, which is the part that's good for you.
Yeah.
So,
And got some probiotics in there too, I think.
the lactobacillus.
Yeah, that's what it is?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah. So it's got probiotics and
I don't
everything.
know its linguistic name or what it's. I don't know its species. Anyways, back to the rate. I do like these a lot.
Good.
I will put it more in the. You know what? I'll do the 0.5. I'll give it the Slam a Cow 0.5.
Okay.
An 8.5 because it's so close. Could just be a little fruitier.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
Originality is a mathematical for sure. I wasn't prepared for it. I thought we were both gonna like somehow do like some vanilla ice cream components because it was such a
really?
big part of like the episode with like
Yeah.
them like horking down ice cream.
Honestly, doing ice cream crossed my mind for a second. And then I was like, I can't make ice cream.
You're like, I'm so much better than that.
No. Like, I literally
That's
was
beneath me.
I literally was like, I don't have time to learn how to make ice cream. And that was my thought. I thought about the donuts. I thought about the coffee. I thought, because coffee would be easy.
Yeah.
You know? There was something else kind of food related, and I can't remember what it was now. But I could not get the image of them in the iceberg out of my head.
No, it was my first thought too. It was like suspend something in ice.
Yeah. Or Jell-O.
Right.
That would have been
That would have
good.
been really good. Like we could have. What if we got like little mini figs that we just put in Jell-O?
I literally thought about trying to put minifigs in the popsicles, but I was like, there's no time. I had no time to order
No time.
like stuff because honestly, so I watched this like 3 days ago and I immediately ordered the molds because I didn't have popsicle molds.
You supported Jeff.
Unfortunately, I did. I've been trying to stay away from it, but I had to order some work stuff. And so I was like, I'll just do it all at the same time.
Make it a one-stop shop.
Yeah, and then be done, you know. But yeah, I've been shopping more locally for sure.
Yay.
It's the
Stop supporting Jeff.
Yes, for sure. That is the goal. The goal is to stop using Amazon.
Fuck you, Jeff.
Pay us, Jeff.
I hope you're hearing us, Jeff. I can be bought off. Don't worry. Being honest. Full transparency.
It's gonna be a high price tag though.
He's got it, you know?
He's got
He
it.
can afford it.
Our podcast is severely damaging his brand.
Yeah. This is just day one of the smear campaign, Jeff. So pay up now or face the
You
consequences.
too, Elon.
Yeah. I think everyone else has kind of got that covered, though. So
Yeah, but might as well hop in.
what if this is the straw that breaks? No, he already was.
Everyone's crashing out.
No, he was already on TV talking about Tim Walls. Like, what a
What a
jerk.
bully. Yeah.
What a creep. What a jerk.
The same guy who said empathy was a weakness.
Yeah, I love it. Keep going.
Yeah, get him. Get him.
Get their ass.
Oh, let's shout out an Instagram page.
Oh?
Yeah, since we're here.
Ooh.
It's called Cats on a Couch.
Is that the one who... No, wait. What's that?
It's this petty account. They just post cat memes and stuff, and they're trying to get more followers than JD Vance.
Oh, I have seen that.
On
Yeah,
Instagram.
Yeah.
So, shout out.
Yeah, get him.
Get him.
Unfortunately, he has like 15 million or something like that. I think I saw the account, and then I was like, oh, let's see what he's at. I'm like, oh, that's a lot.
That's a lot. But hey, if all 25 of our YouTube subscribers listen to it.
There was, do you remember this? This is years ago now, maybe like 2017, 2018. I don't know if I'm aging myself, but there was a viral like egg. It was just a picture of an egg and be like, make this the most, it's a literal egg. It's like, make this the most liked picture on Instagram.
Honestly.
Over like, I think Kylie Jenner or something like
I get
that.
it.
And it did.
People do that.
And it passed Kylie Jenner's record. So I think that's the most liked. It's like world record egg was the like handle.
That's so great. That's so great.
So we should just stop paying attention to celebrities. I think that'd be funny.
Always.
I think that'd be awesome.
Always.
What are they going to do?
I've unfollowed just about every celebrity on my personal stuff.
But hey, on our DDJLS podcast, we follow like Mark Hamill. And
Yeah, I said on my personal stuff.
Yeah.
But
I know, but like we're kind of like.
But like on their this is staying on their podcast one, on our podcast one, like,
Yeah.
what if Mark Hamill notices us?
He won't.
But what if he does?
What if he does? Good
'Cause, like,
point. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
That's why we follow a few people that were part of Adventure Time.
That's true. That's like the only people we follow, I think.
Yeah, because I don't know who to trust.
What does that mean? What does that even mean?
I don't know.
I don't know who to trust.
When I was creating the account,
Backstabbing bitches.
when I was creating the
All of you.
account, I didn't know who to follow, and I was like, well, let's start with the people who were part of the show.
Yeah, Mark Hamill's kind of obscure for this one.
I'm like, what if?
What if he notices us?
What about Jeremy? We
Yeah.
follow Jeremy.
It's true. He's got a kid.
He does. It freaked me out. Did I send you that post to be like,
Maybe, I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Well,
But,
let's get out of here.
yeah, we're just rambling at this point.
Most of this is going to get cut. So, well, thank you guys so much for listening. We're really happy to have you. If you're on YouTube, make sure you look at the community tab and vote, please, because apparently Savvy votes for her own foods that she puts on there.
I'm a subscriber, am I not?
Yeah, I am too, but I don't do that.
Vote for your own then.
That's cheating.
No, it's
Let
not.
the people decide.
It's the democratic process. We might only have it in one avenue.
All right. Enough. We're not getting any more political in this.
Everything's political.
It doesn't have to be. Anywho, yeah, go to find us on YouTube at DDJLS Podcast, or
You can search Dude Don't Just Lick Stuff.
That's true.
Got ya.
Yeah. And you can go on Instagram if you just like pictures at DDJLS Podcast, and you can get in touch with us on our email, any business inquiries, or maybe you just want to chat.
Yeah, let us know what you think about everything.
Yeah, honestly, feedback's great. It's great
But
that
only
you guys
if you're
text
being
me.
nice.
Yeah. If you're mean, fucking fight me in the streets, bro.
You can give us criticism as long as it's like in that like compliment sandwich.
Where it's like, we love you so much. Change this a little bit, but honestly, if you don't, that's fine.
yeah.
Like-
Just tell us how much you love us, honestly.
Yeah. Also, on all wherever you're listening, please rate the show. Give us
Yeah.
5 stars. It's available Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere else you listen to podcasts. I don't remember all of them.
I don't either, but it's on them.
Boom, baby. And then also the email, which I didn't get to say, is ddjlspodcast@gmail.com. And that's about it for us. Meet us next week at episode 9. It's my 2 favorite people. It's the episode with Lady Raina Clarn.
Yes, we're finally out of the 3 episodes that Seth hates.
The biggest stretch that took us like 5-6 weeks to do.
Yeah, honestly, it took us way longer than it should have.
It was torture. All right, guys.
Boom, baby.
Bye. I'm just a kid.
Life is a nightmare.
Brief pause.
You wanna get out? Go on. You can do
it. Bye, buddy. I'm like sweating for some reason.
You're right in the path of the AC.
But it's not going right now.
I turned it down to 68 because I know
Turn it to
you
20.
run warm. You're a warm boy. You're the warmest boy in school.
Enough. Due to unforeseen circumstances, I am effectively quitting the show immediately.
No!
Because Savvy is pressuring me to do my job.
That's what you're paid to do.
I don't get paid.
I thought I locked that. Did you unlock it? Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you, DoorDasher. DoorDash her.
Ooh. Hey-o. Herstory.
Yeah, that looks better. It looks funny. It looks very was the time period.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks
Yeah.
like 16-year-old in the mall.
Yeah.
Life is a nightmare.
And then they come in with the January 6th gear.
Yo. Yo.
I don't know if you want to cut that, but that was funny.
We might put that in the bloopers.
Okay.
We'll try that one again. And then they come in.
Yeah. Well, and then they come. I want to say January 6th. I didn't even write it down. I just thought of it now, and it's all in my head. All right, we are. Just get out of the room for a second. I need to do my thing. I just need to do my thing. You're breathing real heavy, by the way.
Sorry.
It's like I hear that on every bite. So
It's all right.
So you know, she's okay.
It's just it's cold.
It's funny, just like for a long time. You're funny. Well, I'm just going off camera now to breathe. Off camera, off mic. You know what I mean.
It's so close.
It's the closest. You set me up.
I know.
Really good. It's pretty much the closest you can get. I'm not very happy.
Oh, come on, man. Post tariffs.
Honestly, best decision I ever made.
Oh, God.
That's him. His words.
Yeah, it's not me.
We're cutting that
He's
out.
speaking through me.
I'm but a vessel. Oh God, it's dripping down my arm.
You okay?
I was like sticky.
Do you need me to grab you a paper towel?
You're fine.
Okay.
Just finish this. Go, go, go.
Well, thanks for listening, guys.
You better cut out that burp.
The burp?
Yeah.
Or... No, I'm keeping all the burps in for Dad specifically.
I'm sorry, Dad. I tried to get her to stop.
Stop.
She's a nasty woman.
We're gonna have to keep the Trump stuff now.
Not that one. I can't be on record saying nasty woman. Promise me, Savvy. Promise me.
Swear to me.
Swear to me.
I can see this. This is fucking bloopers, isn't it?
It's straight up.
Okay, let's sign off now.